Hey, good morning to you. It's Daybreak at iFiber One News Radio. I'm Jeff Slakey. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Looks like he may have slept through his alarm or something. Sheriff Salisbury in studio this morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
It is good to see you here, and it looks like we have a little bit of suspension of rules going on for the next couple of months or something.
Can you see it from there?
People will be able to see
Everybody
it. Everybody
tells me it's kind of salt and pepper. I'm having a hard time finding the pepper part of it, but
it looks great. You're starting to grow a bit of a beard.
Yeah,
Tell me why.
Well, there's a couple things. First thing I throw out is for most of us in law enforcement. I remember when my sheriff, when Bob Holter retired, the first day that he retired, I asked him, "Sheriff, what are you going to do?" And he said, "I started this morning." He said, "It's been 30-some years, 35 years." He said, "I've never been able to have a beard." So he started right the day he retired. This month, as you know, is Men's Health Month.
Yep.
It's No Shave November. And we extended that a little bit. We got a little bit late start. I put a general order. This is for No Shave November. We're following that up, and there's kind of a donation process to this. Into December, up to Christmas time, we have a little contest. And it's for Special Olympics. So it's 2 causes. And so if you want to throw in $20 and make some donations, you can grow out. Now, your beard has to be neatly trimmed the best we can on that. But
so there are official guidelines in the Mason County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, in most sheriff's offices, in most police agencies. Now, some have relaxed standards and have allow beards, and you look at some of their guidelines on that, and it's like 8 pages long on description of how your facial hair can be. But so I worked for all the old school sheriffs in my day, and I didn't think it looked so great for law enforcement to have that. So I've not allowed that. But I've always wanted to do this, and I didn't want to end up with people saying it's setting a precedent. So we sat down with some of our union folks and said, listen, for this period of time, if you'd like to make a donation to Special Olympics in the November month, and we've had some relaxed uniform standards this month as well to make it fair for everyone, so everybody gets to, because as you know, in our office everybody wears a uniform. Our front office staff wears basically the same shirt I have on now, and so for the next for this same period of time, our office staff can go to a more of a relaxed standard and wear jeans. Now the second and then the third piece that kind of came out of this is many areas of the country, with the exception of the very west coast and northwest, you'll see most people in Western attire. If you go to Texas, the Texas state troopers wear a cowboy hat and jeans and boots, and you go a lot of Midwest are jeans and boots with a uniform shirt. So you might see some of our people doing that too.
Oh, fun!
During this next time up until Christmas, and
then
then somebody, I don't know who it's going to be yet, is going to have is going to judge the contest for us.
So of all the folks there in the office, who do you think at the end of 2 months will have the fullest, most beautiful beard around?
Is
everybody participating?
I don't know who all's paid the lieutenant their dues yet. Lieutenant Adams is collecting. I don't know who started. You saw last week the chief, and I've always wanted to do this. And as you know, you've met our new chief, Kevin Hansen. A year ago, I said, I've always wanted to be in Special Olympics. Mason County's the only place that's never done it. So he stood up in this huge meeting. He says, Mason County's in. The sheriff says he wants to do it. Well, Kevin's kind of the jump on it and go guy.
He seems to be that way.
So I mentioned this just a couple of weeks ago and said, I'd like to do this. And the next thing I saw was a general order written. It says, all you got to do is sign it. So he talked to his staff, and I don't know how many have got it going on in the jail.
Oh, it's fun though.
It's a fun thing, and it's for 2 good causes. And again, for many of the folks, like for me, the last time I was able to do this was like 1983 or 84, because I got in law enforcement in 85 going through, and that's been it since then, unless you're in a very, very special unit. So
what about mustaches though? I mean, you always see the traditional, and then you kind of think of cops, and they got the mirrored shades and the mustache.
There's mustache grooming standards. You can have mustaches, but they have to be trimmed, and there's some standards to that as well, and sideburns and the whole bit. If you look at our policy, most all agencies will have a grooming standard policy. So, and you were asking about the best one. I think the one that I saw a picture, and boy, he's going to get after me for this. I saw a picture, an old picture on the wall from a number of years ago of Lieutenant Dracoby, a mustache. And I'm not kidding you, that guy could grow a mustache. So I asked him the other day if he was going to do it. And I just have a feeling that he would pull through for us and be the winner. But I don't know if he's going to do it or not. I don't, kind of like at my house, the idea was a neat idea,
It's a great idea.
but the question to me was, you're not doing that, are you?
Right.
So yeah, the idea is good for at home, but I don't think other people appreciate the idea as much as I do. So.
These are fun. This is fun to do. You know, you and I and the folks here at the station and all of us talk off and off the air for a lot of time, so we get to know you guys pretty well. But seeing folks that may not normally partake in things like this helps to, you know, show that you're just a regular people.
It's for good causes too. I was noticing the, I guess it doesn't matter I just won't say which channel, but the news anchors on TV.
Yeah, they're doing
out of
it.
Seattle.
A lot of them are doing that.
They're doing that, and I would imagine, I don't know what their standards are. Some probably have those standards up there too. But I thought it was for a great cause. And again, last year we had a very successful Special Olympics. And I say that not just because we started doing this. Again, I like to bring up the success that was noticed about our Special Olympics program last year was the community's participation. When we went to several businesses, when we went by downtown, several of our loaning institutions came out with signs and things. And what was viewed by other people across the state was how involved our individual businesses and our individuals were. Not just a big sign supporting it, but actual people came out. And another one I'll throw out there, the Alderbrook, when we ran through there, the staff came out and supported that. And the Squaxin tribe let us use that as an ending point, and did a beautiful job of setting that up for it. And all the different businesses and individuals that participated. So this year we're starting to get that going a little bit early, starting to get the campaign for that. A lot of what we do in our office, I think two of the main causes that I like to have that are outside wearing a badge, and that's where I think people appreciate what you do. It's not everybody goes to work and does their job, but what do you do outside that? And our biggest causes are our veterans. We do a lot of things for veterans, and our other piece is our Special Olympians. And we also have another program called Fight Crime, Invest in Kids that we've been part of for many, many years. All sheriffs in the state, police chiefs, and prosecutors, and that's another big one for us. So
good stuff to keep a focus on, and a renewed focus over the next 2 months or so here as we talk with Mason County Sheriff Casey Salisbury. 7:52. We'll get you out of here then. Have a good day.
Bye.
Good to see you.